I'm not going to sit here and tell you what type of sexual intercourse with a female is going to be gross or not gross, or tasteful or not tasteful. I don't think it's really relevant. What is relevant, though, is that to say that we can put no restrictions on consenting sex insane. We do it all the time. For instance, do you think that a brother should be able to fuck his sister?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Why?
so.
Because it's gross. Yeah, but that's my opinion. But guess what? Someone else is going to think that's okay.
Is it immoral?
Is it immoral? According to today's society, sure, but half the world does it.
Yeah, do you think it's immoral?
Whoa. That's a wild-ass statement to say, because half the world do not do that. Like, maybe half the world engages in maybe a bit of pedo activity, because, these consenting age limits and all that. But, I don't know. We all agree. We all agree.
I think it's fucking immoral to a lot of things in this world.
Yeah, is that immoral or not?
Is that immoral? What's immoral to you? Where do you get your morals?
Well,
they're invented by man, right? Morals, right? They're not where they passed down to you by God.
Well, if it's just subjective, right?
Yeah.
Then I don't know how you call anything immoral ever.
That's what. So there you go. Like,
if you think it's
someone
subjective,
could find sitting next to a sex doll immoral.
So then, from your worldview, then you have to understand what that would mean. That would mean that you couldn't say serial killers were immoral. You couldn't say that child underage diddlers were immoral. You couldn't say anything was immoral if your claim is we just make up morality.
We do make up morality.
Well, then if we do just make up morality, you have no objective metric for which to call anything immoral ever.
That's kind of how shit works,
nothing anything does is immoral.
It just depends on society's standards. And right now, having 8 cocks in your mouth isn't illegal.
So
Bro, I'm just going to be real with you. Like, yeah, there are certain morals. Like, everybody around the world agree that, we shouldn't be unaliving each other. Yes, everybody around the world that you shouldn't, essay women. We all agree. Like, there's things we just all agree on soundly. So yes, there is like a worldly ethical order or a worldly morality that we all just kind of have.
Society says
one day if they do, then it is.
I just want to make sure that we're clear in your worldview. Then, if society says that you can diddle kids, totally moral.
No.
What do you mean? No?
I don't think so.
Wait, why not?
Absolutely not.
Because I can disagree with things too, but I don't disagree with a person taking 8 dicks.
What would the basis be to make the disagreement if it's just a subjective metric?
If murder was legal, I still would be like, oh, that's kind of whack.
Why?
Because just doesn't feel right. Just how seeing a girl take 8 dicks doesn't feel right for you. This is a personal opinion.
So can you legislate based on it doesn't feel right?
No, you can't. That's why.
Then why do you legislate against murderers and kid diddlers?
Dude, I don't fucking make the rules.
Would you?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, because I'm a piece of shit. So you wouldn't listen to me.
So you wouldn't legislate against kid diddlers?
Oh, I would do that.
Okay, well then if you...
At least he knows. He's like, bro, you see what I do to women out here? Come on, I know I'm a piece of shit. Like, well, at least he's honest.
You would do that, then you would legislate based on, it gives me the ick, right?
It would be based on the fact that a child can't make up its own decisions and it's fucking a child.
Yeah, but your entire basis for what is moral, you just told me, is based literally on your subjective metric of your preference of I don't like it.
For me, yeah, we all have, it's called morals. Like, we have our own, right?
So if you have your own morals,
yes,
you say that the kid diddler bad,
yes,
then you would legislate against it based on your own morals?
Sure.
Why couldn't I legislate on this thing I say
you
is bad based on my morals?
I'm not, but I don't care about your opinion just like you don't care about mine.
Well, no. See, I do.
You care about my opinion?
Yeah, unfortunately.
But you don't know who I am until we just met.
You can vote. He can vote. I live in a society.
He can't vote. He's from Canada.
Yeah. Well, he can still vote. He's going to become a citizen. He told me, right?
Well, we'll see.
So the thing is that so if you wonder why I care, why do you care? Why do you care what all these people do? Why do you give a shit so much? Is because if they just go, all of our morality.
Name taken donated $100. Andrew, what you bring to the podcast, man, but you've cut Brian off a few times now. It's a little annoying for the viewers.
Oh, they're
probably
turning on their
more so
own.
for Brian. Oh, and these two guys suck.
Hey, it's okay. It's the nature of a fast-paced show like this. People cut each other off.
Andrew do be talking a lot. I feel like I haven't got the talking stick.
You guys say you disagree a lot.
Brian, where's Brian at?
Hold on. You got to allow Andrew to finish his argument.
Okay.
But name taken. Thank you for the message.
So anyway,
I feel like I'm in class right now, and I didn't take my Ritalin.
If everybody just has these kind of subjective metrics for what is moral, it's all just coming from our own personal preference or purview or this or that, then you have no basis to say, one, that anything is immoral, or two, that me legislating any of my morals would be any worse than you doing it. So if I say, sex work is unequivocally evil and bad, you would have no basis to tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. But I don't care about your opinion. I can discuss that.
Then that's the debate.
The
So if the debate is just, sure, if you and the rest of you Christian populists outlaw sex work, more power to you.
Hey, if you get the fucking job done, God bless you.
So how come you guys don't bring on male performers?
We just did. We brought on 2 male performers.
You have any problems with them, Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I debate them all the time.
Okay. I've never seen you guys.
I also debate.
a male.
I debate red pill gurus. Well,
we
you
had
have to understand when you say you
Which
guys.
Sterling Cooper. We had him on
whatever
the show.
podcast is Brian Atlas.
Yeah, right.
I'm just
He
a
has his
guest.
own.
Yeah.
Right. My show. Yeah, I debate with them all the time.
Okay.
Absolutely happy to.
Has
do it.
anyone ever changed your opinion?
Yeah, I've had my opinion changed about tons of things.
Okay.
Especially interactive, the way that men and women interactively date, how it operates in the year 2024. A lot of the reasons people move towards sex work. There was all sorts of presuppositions I had which were completely and totally untrue. Absolutely. And what I've come to is, interestingly enough, I actually go into debates with open minds, right? But when somebody says, hey, it's okay to fuck a dead body, obviously I'm not going to. Obviously, at that point, I'm like, I'm not so sure that your opinion on this is great. But the thing is I still want to listen to why they think what they think. I want to understand why it is that they believe what it is that they believe. And what I found is this, unequivocally, almost every sex worker I've talked to regrets it. At the end of their road, when they're all done, they always look back and say, I wish I hadn't done that. And if you talk to them privately, they say, you're absolutely fucking right, and I wish more people would do something about this industry.
I'm going to chime in there.
Yeah.
I know these girls very well. A lot of them are close friends of mine.
Do you fuck them?
Yeah, I have.
Bruh.
Yeah, I have.
Bruh.
And I know them very well, and I get close with them outside the show, and these are my best friends and favorite people.
You're a manipulator. Okay.
And I totally disagree with you. Not most of them regret it. Not most of them are pissed that they did it and would have made different choices. A lot of them rep it and are very happy.
How many of the ones who are retired are you getting into?
A lot of them. I talked to a lot of the ones that are retired. They're very happy with, first of all, they made a very big career for themselves. A lot of them made multi-millions.
Most sex workers don't make shit.
I mean, would you treat it like any other job? How many people do I talk to that hate their job still, right? It's like they got into sex work. But
a lot.
Yeah, but they got their dignity, though, and their self-respect. It's like, once you get into sex work, it's like you done open Pandora's box. It's, honestly, you done open a door you can't walk back out of at a certain point. Like, you're done. It's over.
being a plumber is
a lot
not
of them
bad
actually
either.
love what they do.
When
And
you're a
if you take
plumber-
milfs like Cherie DeVille, Alexis Fox, 20 years in the business, multimillionaire celebrities.
Yeah, that's the
They're
top,
still
that's the top.
They're shooting
top
5 scenes a day
percentile.
because they love it. You take a girl like Luna Star. She's been doing this 12 years. She's married to Michael Bay, worth $600 million. She's
married to Michael Bay?
Yes, or about to get married. But they're dating, they're living together. Still shoots every day because she loves it.
These are not.
She's happy. She wants to shoot.
These are not the common denominator for sex workers. You're
So that's what I'm saying. He's bringing the 1% of the 1%. I'm talking about, dog. Well, what about the 99? What about most of these women? Because you're bringing up just a few, but I'm pretty sure we can bring up more whose life was destroyed instead of the other lucky ones, I guess, whose life was enhanced. Because Luna Star going on to marry that, that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. I think I remember, right? Because that's like, damn, I'm mad I remember the name. Kim Kardashian look-alike? I think that's what she was famous for on Twitter or something like that.
pointing at the top.
I only even know that because I remember like Kanye West brought her up. It was like a Kanye West post, something about her looking like Kim Kardashian.
Top 1.1%. It'd be like me telling people, hey, everybody should do a podcast because Destiny's a multimillionaire.
Right, so you guys are
That would be
debating-
fucking nuts to say. If I said that, I would be setting people up for
So let's
massive
talk about
failure.
OnlyFans girls then. So that's the
Let's-
degree.
Well,
of
hang on.
Or is the
let's
sex
back up.
work also
Sure.
back to like just like someone's hooking behind a dumpster for $5 blowjobs, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would.
That's
I
more the speed versus
no.
the top 1%
I
of porn
consider
stars.
all of it to be under the same purview of degeneracy. When I say degeneracy, so you understand what that means, it just means without morals. So like somebody who says, I don't care if you fuck a dead body or you fuck roadkill, it's fine. I consider that to be absent morals because you say all morality is subjective. It's just up to my purview. Therefore, what I say is moral. What you say is moral. What you say is moral. What you say is moral.
Yeah.
Right? That's all the absence of
Do
morality.
you guys ever joke around in these debates?
Yeah.
Because like I'm not pro fucking dead bodies, you know. Like I didn't just come on here to be like stiff.
Now, I also
Like,
want to
in-
clarify.
like, I'm just
while we're
chilling.
here. It's
You guys
not,
stiffened up real quick once the
sex work
cameras
is
turned on.
a very broad bubble of this whole thing. I don't know shit about prostitution. It's illegal in many states,
Yeah,
and
we
a lot
don't
of
have
times
to
it's
even
not
worry
people's
about
choices.
that.
I'm here to stand up for adult stars doing adult films, and then OnlyFans girls,
Yeah,
girls,
those
everyday
are
girls
prostitutes.
that sell exclusive content.
How is a corn star not a prostitute, bro? That's a prostitute.
Absolutely not.
Oh, really?
Absolutely not.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, she's selling her body to do a sex scene for about a certain amount of money. An hour, a scene, it don't matter. It's like, yes, she's getting paid to have intercourse. Like a, prostitute gets paid to, come on, go ahead, fill in the blank for me. There you go, intercourse.
Yeah, so as long as I give you money, as long as I have a camera in your face, it's not hooking.
See, that argument gets told to me all the time.
Because it's a
And I
good
think it's the
argument.
dumbest
Is it-
argument.
wait, what's the counter?
It's a terrible argument.
One sec, guys.
In the wise words of Andre Vielson, the poorest man in the world still sees himself richer than a degenerate porn star,
Correct.
and so does everyone else.
Yeah.
See, these are the
The
people
poorest
you
man
guys
in the
attract.
world is like, what,
You guys
some
attract
guy
women
in where?
haters.
China building an iPhone?
Here, let me give you the argument.
Let's investigate this claim. What in this statement here has anything to do with woman hating?
Are you kidding? He's saying the poorest man on earth
Mm-hmm.
is still richer because a girl shoots adult films on her own terms.
No, yeah, so...
That's
Bro, you know what kind of bum you
Yeah,
have to
he
be
got
to be
the
a broke
quote.
man?
You think that guy
You got
is,
the quote wrong. Here's the quote.
To be a broke guy in
That's what he's saying.
2024.
Yeah, but here's what the quote
So,
is.
okay, we'll get-
the
we can
quote
get-
is that the poorest man in the world will always consider himself richer than a cock. Somebody who allows somebody else.
I'm just gonna be real. When you kind of sell out and start selling women, and start manipulating women to do corn and all that, let's be real. It's not that we can't do it ourselves. It's just we got morals. Like, I'm sorry, I got a mom, I got sisters, and I just couldn't imagine myself doing such a thing to women. I'm sorry that y'all got less morals than me, because I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of guys could honestly do this. Like, they're not doing anything special. So, like, let's just be real, though. Morally, could you do it? Because I know I can't, but they can, though, and that's the scary part about it. He's like, well, if you're thinking that niggas is bums for not wanting to sell out women, dog, that shit is just crazy. It's like, no way.
Oh my God!
To purposely fuck their wife. The poorest
He didn't say
man.
cuck, he said
yeah,
degenerate
I
porn
know
star.
he got it wrong.
Oh.
But what the quote actually
Oh,
is.
yeah, I mean, I agree with that
Yeah,
one.
is that the poorest man in the world will always consider themselves richer than the man who shares his wife.
Do you want to talk about that? Cucks, we could get into that too.
Maybe
Yeah,
later,
happy
maybe
to.
later. But
All right.
Andrew, Kirill, you said something about broke men are bums, or I don't want to misquote
Yeah.
you. Just could you repeat? Because
Oh, I was just, if you're going to the extreme of the poorest man in the world, you're like, why are we using that guy as a metric? Imagine
but is it like
just
is
a
that,
broke dude.
Well, it's to just make the parallel.
He has no purpose in life.
Yeah, it's just
Wait,
to make
wait,
the
wait.
parallel that materialism.
Yeah, I
itself
get
is
it.
not the outcome.
Yeah, I know
But
what you're saying.
and Kirill, if I can, could you just scoot your mic to the edge of the table?
Yeah, dude.
And we just want to get you a bit more into frame. Are you able to just scoot a little closer that way?
You want me to stand in his lap?
Yeah, a little cuddle sesh.
That's okay.
Wait, and you said
I mean, it
so,
wouldn't be immoral, right?
Not at all.
Kirill, you said that a broke man has no purpose.
Yeah.
Like
What's the
no
point?
value in
Yeah, absolutely not. What are you doing as a broke dude? Like, I have broke dude friends, and I'm like, how are you surviving in this world?
Well, certainly you need resources to survive.
If they have no value, they wouldn't be your
But-
friends, right?
If they have no, they're my friends, but you just look at it, you're like, oh, I can't believe you're like a bum.
I mean,
Like, you don't have friends that are like broke, and you're like, or like when you
Well, it all depends what you mean. Like, what you mean by broke? That's the problem. I think that's what we're trying to get you to hear. All right, so what do you mean by broke? Is like, they don't got a job, that they live at their mom's house. Like, if you're talking about the real definition of a bum, then we all agree. But if you're talking on your high horse as basically an online pimp, and you're talking about, oh, the average working guy is a bum, then yeah, they about to cook your ass.
hear about broke dudes, you're like, what is that?
sure, I have friends who.
It's fine if you're
struggle
21 and
financially.
broke.
It's the OG high school homies, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, do
That
you
didn't make
think-
it out.
But I mean, I'm sure you've encountered friends of your own. Perhaps they even were wealthy at one point.
Yes.
But business failed.
Yeah.
Health,
Of course.
health problem.
Yeah.
Catastrophic health problem.
Sure.
Get.
I'm
totally
talking in
flushed.
extremes too, so, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
But so, By the way, Andrew, did you want
it
to
happened.
do your opener, or are you happy just keeping it?
Yeah, we can just
Wait,
keep
we
going.
didn't even start yet?
What's an opener?
No, we're live.
I was like,
No,
what
we're
are you guys
going.
talking
We're
about?
live. We're live.
I
We're
feel
live.
like you guys prepped more than us because we didn't even get questions.
You don't need to prep. The guy's
We
a professional
sent you
debater.
three
We're going
questions.
raw dog.
We sent you 4 questions, and we honestly,
fine.
me and Andrew have done 5 shows this week. We did not have much time to prep.
Fair.
We did a little prep. But,
We didn't even prep in the car. We were just talking about my lactate
I mean,
and
I'm
my
just
cheese I
like,
ate. But we're ready. We're fucking ready.
Question for you, Kirill. Andrew, we can
people
explore this for a few minutes here. You mentioned something about religion. You said something along the lines of, and correct me if I'm wrong, you view religious people or religion as a mental illness?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
An invisible imaginary friend in the sky is a mental illness.
Okay.
Isn't mental illness invisible and imaginary?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just throwing around buzzwords and saying that
I mean, like,
someone
can
who
you
talks to, if I have a friend that talks every night at the edge of their bed to someone in the sky, yeah, it's a little fucking weird. I'm like, that guy's probably a little nuts. In this day and age, I understand if you're like 70 like my grandma, you're about to meet God, you're like, all right, let me try to at
And you
least
say